The hidden crisis of muscle loss after 60. Every day I see older men and women struggle with the same silent fear. They ask me, "Doctor, why are my legs weaker? Why do I stumble when I get out of bed?" Too often they are told this is just old age. But the truth is far more serious. Behind those shaky steps is a condition called sarcopenia, the slow, silent loss of muscle that robs you of balance, freedom, and independence. The National Institute on Aging has reported that about 12% of older Americans are already living with sarcopenia. That means 12 out of every 100 seniors you know are slowly losing the strength to climb stairs, to walk across the room, even to hug their loved ones. This is not just a medical term. It is a thief of dignity, and if ignored, it can push you from walking freely to relying on a cane or a wheelchair. But here's what I want you to remember. This decline is not destiny. You can fight it, you can slow it, you can even reverse it, starting with small choices, beginning as soon as today. Do you see yourself in this story? Have you felt your legs trembling when you stood up, or a sudden cramp at night that left you worried? Share your truth in the comments. Write number 1 if you've experienced it. Write number 0 if not. I will read every comment because your story matters. And if this message touches your heart, subscribe and turn on the bell so we can walk this road of strength together, one step at a time. Number 2, omega-3 fats, the inflammation fighter. When I sit with my patients and talk about nutrition, one question comes up again and again. "Doctor, is there a food that can help my muscles?" The answer is yes. And one of the most powerful tools we have is something many Americans overlook: omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are not magic pills, but they are essential nutrients. They are found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. They are also in walnuts and flax seeds. What makes omega-3s so special is their ability to calm the body's silent fire, inflammation. As we age, this low-level chronic inflammation builds up inside the body. Scientists even have a name for it: inflammaging. It weakens muscles, slows healing, and speeds up the process of sarcopenia. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tested this directly. Researchers gave older adults omega-3 supplements for 8 weeks. The result? Their muscle protein synthesis, the body's ability to build new muscle, increased significantly. That means omega-3s help their bodies repair and grow muscle tissue, even at an older age. But there is more. Omega-3s also improve insulin sensitivity, which allows the body to use nutrients more effectively. They activate the mTOR pathway, the same pathway triggered by strength training, which tells your muscles, grow, repair, get stronger. Here is where many people make mistakes. They think one fish oil capsule will fix everything. It will not. Omega-3s work best when combined with a balanced diet and exercise. Eating fried fish once a week and calling it healthy is not enough. You need consistent, quality sources. For most seniors, that means 2 servings of fatty fish per week, or a daily supplement if diet is limited. I often remind my patients omega-3s are not only about muscles. They also protect the heart, the brain, and even vision. So when you add them to your routine, you are investing in your whole future health, not just preventing a walker or cane. Now let me ask you, do you eat fish regularly or have you relied on supplements? Share in the comments. You might inspire someone else to try a healthier habit this week. Remember, muscles thrive in an anti-inflammatory environment. By choosing omega-3s, you are giving your body the tools it needs to fight back against age-related muscle loss. Number 3, protein power. Why seniors need more, not less. If there is one nutrient I talk about more than any other with my patients over 60, it is protein. Most seniors are shocked when I tell them they are not eating enough of it. They say, "Doctor, I eat chicken sometimes, I drink milk, isn't that enough?" The truth is that as we age, our protein needs increase, not decrease. Here's why. Every year after the age of 50, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to rebuild muscle. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. That means you need more protein per meal just to get the same muscle-building effect you enjoyed in your 30s. Yet the average older American eats less protein than when they were younger, often skipping breakfast or eating toast instead of eggs. yogurt, or lean meat. It is a dangerous mismatch. Whey protein has become one of the most effective solutions. Unlike many other protein sources, it is absorbed quickly and stimulates muscle protein synthesis strongly. Research highlighted in USA Today showed that older adults who supplemented with whey protein, especially when combined with exercise, gained strength and preserved muscle better than those who did not. But here's the catch. Timing matters. Many seniors eat one big protein-heavy meal at dinner, but little at breakfast or lunch. The body can only use so much protein at one time. To maximize benefits, spread your protein evenly across the day. Aim for at least 20 to 30 grams at each meal, about the size of a palm portion of meat, or a scoop of whey protein mixed into a smoothie. The biggest mistake I see is believing that bread, cereal, or even vegetables alone provide enough protein. They do not. Protein must come from concentrated sources, lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, or high-quality supplements. Without it, your muscles simply cannot repair and grow. Now, let me ask you honestly, when you look at your meals today, how much true protein was on your plate? Was breakfast mostly carbs, or did it include eggs, yogurt, or a protein shake? Share your routine in the comments. Your example could help another senior make a stronger choice tomorrow morning. Remember, protein is not just food. For seniors, it is medicine. It is the raw material your body needs to stay strong, independent, and full of life. Number 4, exercise, the true medicine for aging muscles. If I could give every senior in America one prescription for muscle health, it would not come in a pill bottle. It would be the simple, powerful prescription of movement. Exercise is the closest thing we have to true medicine for aging muscles. Why, Juan? Because nothing else signals your body to hold on to muscle quite like physical activity. Resistance training, lifting weights, using resistance bands, or even pushing against your body weight tells your muscles, stay strong, rebuild, grow. Studies from Harvard Health Publishing confirm that seniors who engage in resistance exercise 2 to 3 times per week not only maintain muscle mass but also regain strength they thought was lost forever. I often remind my patients that it does not take hours in the gym. Simple routines work. Standing up and sitting down from a chair 15 times. Climbing a set of stairs with control. Practicing balance exercises, like standing on one leg while holding the back of a chair. Even Tai Chi, with its slow, deliberate movements, has been shown to improve strength and stability in older adults. Now, here's where I want to pause and turn to you. Have you felt discouraged because you can no longer do the exercises you once enjoyed? Maybe you used to jog, and now even walking a mile feels heavy. Or perhaps you've been afraid of falling, so you've avoided activity altogether. You are not alone. Many of my patients share these same worries, but I've also watched them rebuild confidence step by step, sometimes literally one walk around the block at a time. Please share your story in the comments. What kind of movement brings you energy? Have you found joy in gardening, walking with friends, or practicing gentle stretches at home? Your words might inspire someone else watching who feels stuck right now. The truth is, exercise is not punishment. It is freedom. It is the daily act of telling your body, I still need you. I am not done yet. And every time you move, whether it is lifting a weight or rising from a chair, you are proving that age may slow you, but it does not have to stop you. Number 5, food as therapy, miso, soy, and the anti-inflammatory diet. When most people think about fighting muscle loss, they picture dumbbells, treadmills, or protein shakes. But the truth is the foods you place on your plate each day can be just as powerful as any exercise routine. Your diet can either fuel inflammation that eats away at muscle, or it can become a shield that protects and restores it. Let me give you an example. In Japan, researchers studied older adults who ate diets rich in fish, soy products, vegetables, seaweed, and miso soup. They found these seniors had a significantly lower risk of sarcopenia compared to those who ate more rice and processed foods. Why? Because those traditional foods are naturally anti-inflammatory, rich in protein, and full of minerals that support muscle health. Miso, a simple fermented soybean paste, deserves special attention. It is more than just a soup flavoring. Studies published in Nutrients Journal found that seniors with type 2 diabetes who ate miso regularly were less likely to suffer from muscle loss. That is important because insulin resistance, a common problem in diabetes, is also a key driver of sarcopenia. By improving the way the body handles blood sugar, miso may help protect muscle tissue. Now let's compare this to the typical American plate. White bread, fried foods, sugary drinks, and very few vegetables. These foods increase inflammation, which accelerates muscle breakdown. It is like throwing gasoline on a slow-burning fire. That is why small changes matter. Swapping a canned soup for a bowl of miso soup. Choose grilled salmon instead of fried chicken. Adding beans or tofu to your salad. Each choice shifts your body toward healing instead of decline. Here's my challenge to you. Look at your meals this week. How many of them truly fight inflammation, and how many secretly feed it? Be honest with yourself, and if you are comfortable, share one small swap you are willing to make in the comments. When you share, you not only hold yourself accountable, you also encourage others who are watching and thinking, maybe I can do that too. Food is more than fuel. For seniors, it is daily medicine. With the right diet, every bite can become a step towards strength, balance, and independence. Number 6, vitamin D, the overlooked muscle vitamin. When I ask seniors about vitamins, most tell me they take a multivitamin just in case. But few realize that one single nutrient, vitamin D, plays a powerful role in muscle strength. It is often called the sunshine vitamin, yet it remains one of the most common deficiencies in older Americans. Vitamin D is more than just a bone protector. It is deeply involved in how your muscles contract and generate power. Without enough of it, your muscles feel weaker, recovery slows, and your risk of falling increases. A large review published in the Washington Post Health section highlighted that seniors with low vitamin D levels were far more likely to suffer fractures and disability, not only because of brittle bones, but because their muscles simply could not respond the way they once did. Here's the hard truth. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight. Living in northern states, using sunscreen, or spending little time outdoors makes the problem worse. Add this to modern diets that often lack vitamin D-rich foods, and deficiency becomes almost inevitable for many seniors. The good news? Correcting this deficiency is simple. Blood tests can easily measure your levels. If they are low, safe supplementation or eating foods like salmon, fortified milk, and eggs can restore them. Researchers have shown that when seniors bring their vitamin D back into the healthy range, they not only improve muscle function, but also regain confidence in daily movement. Now I want to hear from you. Do you know your vitamin D level? Have you ever felt the difference in energy or strength after spending more time in the sun or adding supplements? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might encourage someone else to check their own levels before it is too late. Remember, vitamin D is not a luxury. It is a necessity for aging well. By paying attention to this often overlooked vitamin, you are giving your muscles a fighting chance to stay strong, your balance a chance to remain steady, and your independence a chance to last for many more years. Number 7, the mind-body connection, stress, sleep, and muscle health. When we think about muscle loss, we usually focus on food and exercise. But there is another hidden factor that silently weakens older adults, the health of the mind. Stress and poor sleep may not seem directly connected to muscle, but in reality, they can make or break your strength after 60. Here's why. Chronic stress keeps your body flooded with cortisol, a hormone that, in small bursts, helps you cope with challenges. But when cortisol stays high day after day, it puts your body in a catabolic state, breaking down muscle instead of building it. I've seen patients lose pounds of muscle in just a few months, not from lack of exercise, but from living under constant stress. Sleep is the other side of this equation. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissue, balances hormones, and restores muscle energy. Without it, the recovery switch never flips on. The Wall Street Journal reported on research showing that older adults who slept fewer than 6 hours a night had significantly weaker grip strength and slower walking speeds compared to those who slept 7 to 8 hours. Imagine that. One more hour of quality sleep could mean the difference between climbing stairs confidently or reaching for a railing. Now let's pause for a moment. Be honest with yourself. How have stress and sleep been in your life lately? Have worries about health, money, or family kept you awake at night? Have you noticed your energy dropping the next day, making even a short walk feel like a burden? You're not alone. Many of my patients nod their heads when I ask these questions because they have felt it too. Here is the good news. Change is possible. Small steps matter. Simple breathing exercises before bed, turning off the television 30 minutes earlier, or creating a calming evening routine can lower stress and prepare the body for deeper rest. Gentle activities like Tai Chi, meditation, or even a slow evening walk have been proven to reduce cortisol and support better sleep. I invite you to share in the comments. What helps you relax at night? Do you have a favorite routine, prayer, or hobby that calms your mind before bed? Your story may give someone else the courage to try a new habit tonight. Remember this, muscle health is not only physical, it is deeply connected to your emotions, your rest, and your peace of mind. Care for your mind and your muscles will follow. Number 8, common mistakes seniors make in fighting muscle loss. After decades of working with older adults, I can tell you this. Most seniors don't fail because they don't care about their health. They fail because they were following the wrong path or because no one ever told them the truth about muscle loss. Let me walk you through some of the most common mistakes I see so you can avoid them. The first mistake is waiting too long. Many people notice the early signs, leg cramps, slower walking, trouble standing from a chair, and shrug them off as just age. By the time they take action, the decline has already accelerated. Think of muscle like savings in a bank account. The sooner you invest, the more strength you can protect. The second mistake is focusing only on medication or supplements. Pills have their place, but they cannot replace movement or nutrition. I've had patients who stock their cabinets with vitamins, yet ate processed food every day and never lifted a weight. Their muscles continued to shrink because the foundation was missing. Supplements are tools, not miracles. The third mistake is eating less protein with age. Many seniors downsize their meals, thinking smaller portions are healthier. But what they're really doing is starving their muscles. Without steady protein throughout the day, the body stays in a catabolic state, breaking down more muscle than it builds. The fourth mistake is avoiding exercise out of fear. Some are afraid of falling, and others worry about joint pain. I always remind them, doing nothing is more dangerous than doing something carefully. Gentle strength training, even simple chair exercises, rebuilds confidence and muscle. Sitting still only guarantees more weakness. Finally, one of the most damaging mistakes is believing it's too late. I've worked with patients well into their 80s who regained independence through diet and exercise changes. Muscle responds at any age. It's never too late to start. Now I want to ask you, have you caught yourself making any of these mistakes? Maybe skipping protein at breakfast or telling yourself, I'm too old to work out. Share it honestly in the comments. By admitting it, you open the door to change, and you might encourage someone else who feels stuck in the same rut. The truth is simple. Muscle loss is not inevitable. It is preventable, reversible, and deeply connected to the choices you make every single day. Avoid these mistakes and you take a giant step towards strength, balance, and independence. Number 9, hope, healing, and a new chapter of strength. After years of listening to seniors share their fears, I know that muscle loss can feel like a death sentence. Some of you may be thinking, Doctor, I can't turn back time. I've already lost too much. I want you to hear me clearly. That thought is not true. Muscle can be rebuilt, strength can return, independence can be reclaimed, even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. Science proves it. A study highlighted by the New York Times reported that adults well into their 80s gain strength and improve balance after just 12 weeks of gentle resistance training. 12 weeks. That's 3 short months. That means the story is never finished. Your muscles are still listening, still waiting for the right signal to grow. But beyond the science, I've witnessed it in real life. I think of one of my patients, a grandmother who thought she would spend the rest of her days in a wheelchair. She started with the smallest steps, lifting light weights while sitting, eating more protein at breakfast, and taking a short walk after dinner. Within 6 months, she no longer needed her cane. Within a year, she was dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. That transformation was not about miracles. It was about consistency, hope, and refusing to give up. This is the chapter I want you to imagine for yourself. A future where you can bend down to tie your shoes, walk into church without a walker, or play with your grandchildren without fear of falling. Every action you take, every meal you improve, every walk you commit to, every night of better sleep, is a vote for that future. Now I want to invite you into this conversation. What gives you hope today? Have you experienced even a small victory, like walking a little farther than last week? Or standing up without pushing on your knees? Share it in the comments. Your story might be the spark someone else needs to keep going. Remember, healing is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every single day offers a new chance to choose strength, to fight back against sarcopenia, and to reclaim the joy of living well. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. One filled with strength, balance, and the confidence to keep moving forward. Number 10. Choosing strength at any age. Over the past several minutes, we've traveled together through the hidden dangers of muscle loss, the quiet enemy called sarcopenia, and the powerful tools you have to fight it. We've talked about the role of omega-3 fats, the power of protein, the healing prescription of exercise, the benefits of traditional foods like miso and soy, the overlooked importance of vitamin D, and even the mind-body connection that links stress and sleep to your strength. Now, I want to leave you with something that matters even more than the science: your belief in yourself. For over 50 years in medicine, I've seen patients from every walk of life: teachers, farmers, veterans, homemakers. I've seen those who thought it was too late, who whispered to me, "Doctor, I'm too old, too tired, too broken." And I've watched them come back. Not through some secret pill, not through luck, but through the decision to take small steps day after day toward healing. Muscle loss is not destiny. Sarcopenia is not the final chapter. It is a challenge, yes, but it is one you can rise to meet. Your muscles respond to what you give them. Feed them well, move them often, let them rest deeply, and they will serve you longer than you may believe possible. I know some of you watching today feel discouraged. Maybe you've fallen recently. Maybe you've been told by someone that weakness is just normal aging. Maybe you've already been handed a walker. Listen to me. You are not done yet. The story of your life is not defined by what you cannot do. It is defined by what you choose to do next. I remember a patient in her late 70s who came to me after a hip fracture. She believed her independence was gone, but she chose to fight back. With protein at every meal, vitamin D supplementation, daily walks, and a gentle strength routine, she went from barely standing to gardening again within 1 year. That is not just recovery. That is transformation. That is proof that it is never too late. So as we close this chapter, I want you to hold on to hope. Hope that the trembling in your legs can be steadied. Hope that the stairs in your home feel easier again. Hope that playing with your grandchildren can still bring joy without fear. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is the fuel for action. And action, even in small steps, changes everything. Now, I want to hear from you. Which part of today's message touched you the most? Was it the reminder to eat more protein? The encouragement to get moving again? Or maybe the gentle truth that stress and sleep matter just as much as diet? Please share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. When you do, you're not just speaking to me. You're reaching thousands of others who need your story, your honesty, and your courage. And here is one more thing I don't want you to miss. Scientists recently discovered that a natural compound found right in the peel of an apple, yes, something as simple as the skin of the fruit on your table, has the power to strengthen aging muscles. This compound, called ursolic acid, has shown remarkable promise in improving muscle growth and reducing weakness in seniors. If you've ever wondered how something as ordinary as an apple could change the way your muscles age, you do not want to miss our next video. Acid in apple peel beefs up aging muscles. In that video, I'll explain the science, show you how easy it is to add this discovery into your daily routine, and most importantly, give you another tool to keep fighting sarcopenia with confidence. So here's my gentle call to action. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss these vital health updates. Share this video with a friend or family member who may be quietly struggling with weakness or fear of falling. And most of all, leave your story in the comments. Your voice matters. Remember, health after 60 is not about surrender. It is about strategy, courage, and faith in the body's ability to heal. You have more power than you think. Let's walk this journey together. Click here now to watch the next video. Acid in apple peel beefs up aging muscles. And discover how something as simple as an apple can become part of your daily fight against muscle loss.